Territorial Cup. Prized possession for both the Cats and the Devils, but only one gets to take this rivalry hardware home, and it's time to find out if we'll bear down or forks up. Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona, and the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Sun Devils will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. The Sun Devils Territorial Cup runneth over with a big win the last time they faced the Cats.
It was all sparky, and man, that was a spanking. Arizona State gave it to Arizona.
Yeah, I mean, they put it on them. In these rivalry games, man, you do not forget that. It's talked about, it's bragged about, and you want to come out and make a point and change that history.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now on second down. Anderson will throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's raining. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Gets it to the 42-yard. And that's a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Great completion to the right. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The first time the Sun Devils and the Wildcats met, Arizona wasn't even a state yet. It was 1899.
Reese Davis, a college football aficionado, and a history buff, too. Great history between these two schools there.
Yeah, and it goes back obviously that long. So many classes, so much hatred. It's beautiful when rivalries really matter, and it matters to the people in Arizona.
He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it up to 15. Touchdown, Wildcats. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Arizona State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many...
There he goes. Got the first down. Looking for more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll give it to him again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking to pass, it's Fox. Quickly complete. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Gets it past the marker. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Punts it out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. He's got it on the move. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And now on second down for this offense. Anderson wants to throw. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Arizona runs out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They even things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. The give to the tailback. Turning it on! And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Quarterback may change this route. The snap sets up the throw. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away he saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking downfield, it's Fox. The throw to the outside is complete. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
The give to the lone running back.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Got his man down the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Sun Devils headed quickly to the line. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Hamilton. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To throw, it's Fox. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona State! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Offense in a bunch formation. Got the quick completion. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock it down.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Oh, they're after him. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Good timing on the quick out. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. And the Sun Devils are in the hurry-up. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Snagged out of the air. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free 1st down.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They go to the ground. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Gonna run it. It's Gaines. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might be calling a hot route. They'll run the toss. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Boy, they love to move the sticks here take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Fox. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Taking it the other way. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Fox. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st down from the 11. Looking for room. It's Gaines. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it again. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-2. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Anderson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Wants to throw on third. Caught close to the marker. It's Hamilton. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. He'll take another shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Fox. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hamilton. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Arizona State.
The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful back. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, all the tradition, all of the bad blood between these programs, it's all kind of come to a boil today in a spirited first half in the fight for the Territorial Cup. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. He'll start the third quarter with the run. Picks up the first down, still moving. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Oh, he found a space on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Sun Devils just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Takes the handoff. It's Gaines. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Give to the running back. He breaks a tackle. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Anderson wants to throw. Makes the catch. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Wide open downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Arizona going back to work with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Touchdown, Arizona. A great catch and run for 6.
And that's a nice Nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's passed. Running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Got a little space. Past the first down marker and still running. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down here for the offense. They'll ride the hot hand. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Offense working from the pistol. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man, it's Tolzien. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
They're going to run it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
They'll go to the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. He's now got 78 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
The give as they work on that clock. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be third and long. They'll run play action. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, in-state rivalries are always so rich, and this Clemson-South Carolina feud is no different. Let's take a look at what went down in today's edition. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
As a defense, we are talking about this right now. As soon as they come out under center, alert, alert, quarterback sneak, everybody dive at the feet of the offensive lineman, create a pile, jump to the football. Great job by the defense, understanding the formation, stopping the quarterback sneak.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The offense lining up for a first down play. Anderson will throw. Got his man.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. So the latest edition of the Duel in the Desert in the books, and Arizona State will take home college football's oldest rivalry trophy. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.